All right, Shalom. For another week, we out here bringing the true gospel out. All right, out here in Lockport, New York. Before we begin, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kadash. All right, and always salutations to the brothers that get on the highways and the byways, and week in and week out, they deliver this true gospel in these last days. All right. And I want to give a double honors to the elders over at Great Millstone for keeping it 100, man, for decade through decade. All right. And giving us a platform to also go out and deliver these truth in these last days. And as I entitled Camp, to wake up out of sleep. So of course we should start with the classic, right? In the book of Romans. All right. The book of Romans chapter 13. If we're going to, discuss waking up out of sleep, we got to go to the book of Romans, man. Back to the basics. All right. So this is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11, and it reads, "And that knowing the time that now is Salakia, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." Right. We living in critical times, man. There's a lot of things that's going on in the earth, all right, right now. There's a lot of change, man. All right, change is occurring on a high level, and things are waxing worse. Okay. The brink of World War III is on its way. All right. The U.S. change of currency is getting ready to happen. All right. The price of food. All right. The price of gas, inflation is occurring right before our eyes. All right. And the people are becoming divided. Okay. The alphabet community is on the rise. All right. And there's a bunch of confusion. All right. But everyone is asleep. All right. And only the few brothers that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, they're awoke, man. So that's very few. All right. There's millions and millions of people, all right, in the earth. And the Most High is only dealing with a select few out of the nation of Israel at that. All right. And those brothers know more than any other people do that it now is a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. All right, because they're woke, man. They're paying attention to the current events. All right, they're diving into the scriptures. Right, they're falling on their face and praying to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, every single day, man, and they asking for forgiveness and praying and hoping that they'll be a part of that number, man. All right, while everyone else is asleep. And the Most High left us His house, so we're out here, all right, to deliver this message, man. Because we got a job to do. We have to come out here and we have to seal the elect, all right, until the Most High returns. Because once that number is sealed, all right, then all hell is going to break loose. And no man, all right, no man knows the time or the hour of the Lord's return. And that's why we have to wake up out of sleep. Because the day of the Lord is going to be darkness, man, and gloomy, right? And we'll get into that, too. Matter of fact, before I finish in Romans, let's grab that since the Spirit, that's the Spirit. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 1, we'll start here. It says, arise and shine, for let your light, Salakia. It says, arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Right. And how do you let your light shine? We let our light shine by coming out here, man. All right. And what this is going into, all right, is the Most High is covering us, man. All right. So I'm going to read it again. It says, thy light is come, meaning Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai returned to us, that's our light, man, because that's our only way out. All right. It says, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee, because we are the brothers, all right, that he gave the spirit to come out here and you know, and to govern the earth pretty soon. And right now we're just to do the work and deliver this word, man. Right? It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. Right, man. And in the day of the Lord, darkness shall cover the earth, man. Right? And we're entering into that time. Okay? Salakia. Damn, this damn battery dying. Salakia. All right, there we go. The battery tried to die. All right. So we're entering into that time, man. All right. It says, behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Right, man. Because like I was going into, everyone's confused. Everybody's evil. All right. No, everybody's unkind. All right. Everybody's willing to, you know, to be wicked, man. It says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee. Right. And the Spirit of the Lord has risen upon those men that you see go out and teach. All right. That you see on the internet constantly doing the work. The light of the Lord is upon those brothers, because while everybody's going left, we're going right, man. Right. Despite the temptation, despite the aggravation from the people, because when you're not a part of this world anymore, man. All right. And what happens is, Salakia, I'm having trouble with this battery today. This battery pack. And what happens is, you become a specimen, man. All right. Because you're not a part of the world anymore, and you're looked down upon. All right. Everyone looks down upon you because you don't fit in. They can tell that you're different. All right, when that light of the Lord is on you, all right, because the Lord was an outcast to the world. So how much more you? All right, the same thing that the Lord was ridiculed for, the prophets are going to be ridiculed. All right, in these last days. All right, it says but the Lord shall arise upon thee. It says, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Right, man. And in that day, the glory of the Lord is going to be seen upon the prophets. Why? Because the Lord is going to change their bodies, man. And everything that they were speaking about is going to come true. All right? And they're going to, you know, they're going to get down with the Lord, man. All right? The prophets are going to be able to get down with the Lord in these last days, man, when the Lord comes back and catch wreck, man, so to speak. All right, so let's go back to the book of Romans. Dang, man. This battery pack giving me a hard time today, man. So back in the book of Romans. Right? Now it's the high time to wake up out of sleep. All right. It reads, it says, Romans 13 and 11 again. It says, and that knowing the time that now is a high time to awake up out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Right. The salvation gets nearer every time we wake up. We closer to our salvation, man, and that's what we hoping and praying for. All right, that we will receive, all right, that reward. That's why brothers have dedicated their lives into coming out here and teaching this truth, man. All right? Because they know that there's a greater reward. And brothers and sisters have put away their old man, all right, to be a part of this thing. They have sacrificed their old ways to walk on that narrow path, man. All right? Because there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger reward than just this living in this flesh, man. All right? So like, can't hide this thing. There's a bigger picture, man. All right? So let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. Right? So this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14. It reads, "Wherefore he saith, Awake, thou that sleepeth." Right, man. Awake out of that sleep. This kind of remind me of the book of Ezekiel. Well, we'll go into that too. The 37th chapter with the dry bones. All right, they come out of their grave. That's the time that we live in because the breaches thereof are open, like in the book of Amos, chapter 9. The Most High's door is still open. So now is the best time to wake out of your sleep, man, and serve the Lord, because the Most High is going to shut the gate soon. All right, like I was saying, once that number is sealed, hey, man, it's over, man. It's over once that number is sealed, right? It says, "And arise from the dead, and Yahushua shall give thee the light." Right, and that's kind of like, well, like I said, in the book of Ezekiel, he goes into that, man. All right? Ezekiel is talking about the dry bones in the valley, all right? And for us to wake up out of sleep in these last days, all right? Like I said, while everyone's going left, the prophets of the Lord is going to do right, man. Right? And that's all that matters. The prophets of the Lord is going to go out and they're going to teach, and they're going to bring out the dry bones. They're going to bring those men out of the grave until that number is sealed. All right? So let's get Ezekiel. That's the spirit. Because we have to, so to speak, take the we have to help get the elect out of the pits of hell and bring them into the Lord's sanctuary, man. All right? This is the book of Ezekiel, right? Chapter 37, and let's go from verse number 1. And it reads, "The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones." Right, so this is Ezekiel speaking of the Lord, you know, about to put the spirit on him, man. Right? It says, "And caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry." Right, man? And it's the same thing today. These dry bones, they're very dry here in America, man. They don't have a clue who they are. They don't know nothing about themselves, man. All right, these Israelites, you know, all they have is hate, self-hate for each other, man. All right? And they're on the path of self-destruction. All right? Everything about our people is negative, man. Right now, they're in a dead state, man. All right? It says, verse 3, it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest." Right? It says, again, he said unto me, "Prophesy unto these bones." And that's what you see the prophets do this today. All right? The Lord put the spirit on us to come out here and prophesy to these dry bones, man. Right? And that's what we do. Right? We want to bring the Lord's elect into his sanctuary. All right, it says, and he said unto me, prophesy unto these dry bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Right? It says, thus saith the Lord unto those bones, behold, it says, I will cause breath to enter unto you, and ye shall live. Salaki on my phone acting. Oh, and ye shall live. All right, so the Most High, he puts that breath, that breath of life into you, like he did Adam. All right, the same thing. When he blew life into Adam's nostrils, it's the same thing, man. It's the spirit. All right, the Most High put that spirit on these men. From hearing this fire, they catch fire from hearing this truth, man. From hearing the true gospel. All right. So it says, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Right, man. It says, and I will lie, shishu, snu, upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you. Right. So the Most High is going to put breath into those men, meaning what? The spirit of the Lord. Being able to understand this understanding, man. To understand this knowledge. Right? It says, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. How do you go from one state, from not knowing the Lord, into a complete new state of knowing the Lord? That's by receiving his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's when you become alive, because the spirit becomes familiar with the body, all right? And it allows you to see to understand the scriptures, and it gives you the ability to teach and to go out there and share the news this good news with others, man. All right? So it says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. Right. And you know, back in 1 West, all right, right before 1 West, you seen the shaking of, well, let's say in 1 West, the elders had that shaking, man. When this truth was coming out, that was the shaking of the bones, and brothers and sisters started to become one in that school. And like a wildfire, all right, from 1 West, it spread all over the place. And now you got brothers, you know, from 2007, from the elders going on YouTube and teaching this truth. Other brothers start picking it up piece by piece, and in different cities and different states, there it is. Everybody's coming together, boom, boom, bow, and they're teaching that one gospel, that same song, man. You got brothers in California, you got brothers in New York, you got brothers in Atlanta, you got brothers in Florida, you got brothers in Connecticut, you got brothers all over the place, man. It's not damn near one state I can't name that is brothers. Brothers everywhere teach it, man. And they're all singing the same song. And they coming together under one banner, and that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's banner, man. Right? Those are the dry bones waking up and from that shaking, man. Right? It says, verse 8, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. So, and some people, many are called, but a few are chosen. All right? It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. It says to prophesy into the wind. So we come out here and we prophesy. Whether they hear or whether they forbear, or whether there's no one there. We prophesy to the wind, because whoever the Most High wants to understand this truth, they're going to come up and get it. They're going to come up and hear it, man. All right? We don't have to chase nobody down. We don't have to go into a large audience, a large gatherings. All right? We don't have to be seen by men. All we got to do is get out here. And the Most High send them up here, man, through the Spirit. Right? It says, together and covered the skin, but it says, but there was no, okay, so we hear in verse 9, it says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say unto the wind, thus saith the Lord, come from the four winds and breathe, O breath, upon these slain, that they may live. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. You see that? And that's what you see today, an exceeding great army. Men, women, and children up under the banner of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all understanding the same thing, singing the same song, getting ready for the Lord's return. All right? Verse 11, and it says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. You see that? So the Most High is not dealing with no one else. All right? He wants the black, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the foreign Israelites that's going to come from these other nations, man. All right? That's it. And the Most High is going to take a small portion of that house, all right, and use those men and women to reset this place, man. All right? It says, then he said unto me, son of man, these dry bones are the whole house of Israel. Salakia, brothers and sisters, man. If my phone died, maybe I should end the video. I don't know if it'll save. Salakia, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna have to end this video. My phone is not, this thing ain't, this battery pack ain't working. I don't want this video to go to waste. So I'm gonna end it here. All right, so until next time, Shalom.